Hello and welcome to episode 3 of the Landing Pod.
Incoming awesome in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
The Landing Pod. Hello, and it's been a long time since I made the last episode, and I'm sorry for that. I've just been very busy, but thankfully I have a great treat for you guys this week because I have Lizzie or ldShadowlady on the show with me this week, and I thought we'd have a good chat about some Minecraft, some Amnesia, and some other stuff in general, and hopefully it'll be a good show. So if you'd like to say hi and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm ldShadowlady, as you already said, and I make YouTube videos on gaming things.
So what got you into making videos? I mean, obviously, saying what got you into gaming, that's kind of an obvious question for a lot of people, but what made you think that you would want to, like, show your stuff to the world in terms of gaming?
Well, basically, I started off watching a lot of Call of Duty videos, and I don't know if you've heard of Optic Nation. It's basically a Call of Duty clan, and there's a few like I didn't really think that many girls did commentary videos. I'd never seen any until I saw Optic Midnight and Optic
Hmm.
Moppy, and they did, Call of Duty commentaries. So I thought, wow, that looks cool. I really want to try that. So I started off making Call of Duty commentaries, really.
All right. I used to play with Optic Moppy a bit. Um,
Yeah, they're cool. They're cool. I've played with them now. Like, I used to fangirl them a lot. Like, I was like, they are my idols because they got me started. And then I once spoke to Midnight and I was like, oh my god.
hmm.
Yeah, but now it's cool.
It's a shame, really, that Moppy's been sort of pushed away from YouTube a bit.
Yeah, I think other things in life have kind of got caught up with her and she doesn't really have as much time for it anymore.
No, it's
It's,
understandable.
yeah.
Um, so you started off with Call of Duty, but you moved gradually into computer gaming, or did you find that it was just sort of a suddenly you went, this looks like a good thing to do?
Well, what happened was that I did play Minecraft before I started making the videos, but I got into Zach Scott's server. Zach is basically he makes a lot of Minecraft videos. He
Hmm.
posts like one every day, and he has quite a big following. So I got into his server, and basically, people. I was in one of his videos, and people were messaging me saying you should start making Minecraft videos. So I'd never made a Minecraft video before, but I thought, I'll give it a go. And that's really where it took off from there. And I just find it is a lot easier to record PC games rather than Xbox games now.
Yeah, it's certainly a lot less fuss in terms of
Yes, you don't really need as much hardware, it's just the software you need.
exactly. I remember I actually started not on this channel, but on a channel from years ago with Call of Duty gameplay, but it was recorded using my phone.
Oh,
It was terrible.
that's funny.
Uh, it made me laugh looking back at them.
Yeah, the quality on my Call of Duty videos isn't great, but it's a little bit better than
I can
phone camera
imagine.
quality.
I don't think there's anything that's worse than phone camera quality.
Maybe webcam quality.
Oh god, you wouldn't be able to tell which pixel was the character.
Exactly.
And so how have you found like your experience with YouTube as a whole? I mean, obviously where you've become an incredibly successful channel and you've got a lot of people following you now, do you find that the community on YouTube is something that you're happy to be a part of, or do you find that as of like recently, in terms of like the last year or so, it's become something that's more and more negative because there's been a lot of people, certainly from people that I've followed, that are starting to get pushed away from YouTube simply by the new
Mhm.
people that are joining it and the attitude that's around it.
Yeah, I think especially in the Call of Duty community, the attitude that a lot of people has is that they deserve success and why aren't they successful? And that's the new people that are coming in, and they're really quite hostile about it. So they often leave horrible comments, and there's a lot of haters. But
Mm.
I think I've been really lucky to get an audience that is really accepting and is really supportive. Actually, I really enjoy reading through the comments, and the majority of them are like positive. It's very rare that I get negative comments, which I find is quite something different from what I hear a lot of other big YouTubers, well, not big YouTubers, but another other YouTubers that get a lot of hate and they complain about it a lot, but I don't really get that, so I'm thankful for that.
Yeah, it's certainly noticeable, and I guess it just supports the quality of content that you're putting up. That you don't really get any sort of constant dislike. Most of your videos are generally accepted by everyone
Yeah,
that views them.
yeah.
Yeah, because I mean, certainly with the Call of Duty community, I mean, I remember I've been watching YouTube videos for far longer than I'd care to admit to, and I've watched more than I'd than I'd like to think about. But
Oh gosh, same actually.
if you sit down and think, how many videos have I watched in all the time I've been looking
Oh
at YouTube?
god.
It's quite scary.
Yeah, especially because my TV broke about half a year ago, so I thought I'll just watch YouTube videos instead. So
Yeah.
YouTube has literally like replaced my TV
Oh,
now, so I can't
absolutely the
imagine
same.
how many I've watched.
My TV is currently sitting in my room with no plugs attached to it. It doesn't have plugs. I don't know where the plugs for it exist. It just doesn't get used anymore.
Yeah, web shows are really quite a big popular thing now.
Yeah, they're certainly getting bigger. And yeah, I remember back in the days when a person would put up a video and people would just generally congratulate them or suggest improvement. That was the two ways that it would go. Whereas
Yeah.
now you can't see any sort of like if Optic Nation put up a montage or something, you will get people. Firstly, that you get the people that just generally hate, the people that go, "This is terrible. I can do better," etc. Check out my channel, so
Mhm.
on. And then you get the people that go, "These people are better. This person's the best.
Yeah.
You're
Often
terrible
phase is
competitors."
better.
Yeah, it's one of those debates where you just think, this is sort of replacing Xbox versus PS3 in a way
Yeah.
because people just couldn't get over the fact that it doesn't matter which one you prefer. It's whatever you want to play.
Mhm.
But so which are you, Xbox or PS3?
I'm Xbox for the win.
I tried both. That's the reason that's the way I defend myself in that argument. I tried both, and nothing against either, but I just found that Xbox firstly because I had more people on it that I could actually play with,
Yeah.
and I just found it a generally more enjoyable experience.
A lot of my friends have Xbox, so I kind of tended to want to play on Xbox because they were on it. Rather, and, like none of them have PS3, so I'd have to like start off and find a whole new group of friends online and play with
Mm,
them. And another thing is that I don't usually play PlayStation. I used to play PlayStation 2, but now with the PlayStation 3, the controllers I find make my left thumb ache because of the way that the analog sticks are.
yeah,
I went to Game Fest at the weekend and I played Battlefield Bad Company 2. Is that the one? Is that
I
the new
think
one?
I think the new one's the third
Oh,
one because it's
Battlefield 3, that's the
yeah
one. Yeah, I played that and it was on PS3 and my thumb ached after like 15 minutes of game on that and I
yeah.
was like, ow.
It is really odd going from an Xbox controller to a
Yeah,
PS3 one. It just doesn't feel natural. Although I guess a PS3 player would probably say the same thing.
yeah, probably. I just think the Xbox controller is a bit more ergonomic.
Well, recently I kind of gave up on Xbox gaming completely and just switched to PC. Not because of anything against the Xbox, but because I ran out of money and had to sell it.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah,
My Xbox is kind of broken at the moment, so mine's a bit out of action, but I
it's,
still try every now and again.
it's a shamefully common state for Xboxes to be in.
Yeah.
My Xbox, bless it, it had how many? I think it was about 12 or 13 red rings of death before it finally gave up on me.
Oh wow, that's impressive.
I did the
Held out for
whole
quite a while though.
I did the whole wrapping it in a towel and
Oh
like
yeah, I've
all
seen
these
videos of that.
myths and stuff, and some of them worked. So I'm grateful for that. But I'll probably buy like a second-hand one in the future when I've got a bit more money.
Hmm.
But it's just at the moment, I'd bought a new one and I kind of thought I don't really need this because I found that I started off making like videos on this channel in particular back when I wasn't at school or anything,
Yeah.
and then I don't know how you find balancing your time with your channel is, but certainly when college started for me, like playing Minecraft or playing Xbox or playing anything like that,
Yeah.
just kind of lost its place in my
Yeah.
schedule.
You
So,
just don't really have enough time for it.
how do you find balancing your day?
Well, I just finished college like this past year, so this summer just gone was my last year. And while I was in college, I did find it difficult to post videos regularly and, make sure that I get content out so that people don't forget about me. And also found it difficult to play games, because I don't know, there's so much like work to do, especially because I had my A level exams. So I didn't
Mm.
get to play as much as I wanted to, but I still, made sure I dedicated some time to posting a video or two. And now I don't have college anymore. I finished. I'm taking a gap year, so it's a lot
Oh,
easier.
excellent. Yeah, I kind of had a sort of gap year thing last year, but now that's over, it is difficult to sort of find the right balance in terms of timekeeping.
Yeah, that made me really appreciate Zach Scott, who makes the Minecraft videos. He posts a few videos every day, 3 or 4, and he also like holds down a full time job as well, which I find is extraordinary to just be able to do all that and be dedicated to your fans enough that you post every single day.
That is pretty incredible. I mean, because people don't often realize that if they're watching a 10-minute video or a 15-minute video, that's
Mhm.
not 10-15 minutes of work. That's 10-15 minutes of recording. Then there's
Yeah.
editing and rendering and uploading and all that. So he must be a miracle maker or a time lord
Yeah.
to balance that out.
Especially if your upload speed is as bad as mine, it takes like
Oh
an
yeah,
hour and a half or so to upload a 10-minute video.
tell me about it. It's terrible. It's the days when you get an upload that's taking 1 to 3 hours and it gets to 90% and it fails.
Yeah.
That's the most demoralizing thing
Yeah.
ever.
Or it doesn't sub box. It doesn't show up in people's sub boxes and nobody
No.
gets to see it.
Yeah, people like you post saying new video up and people go, no, there isn't. You
Yeah.
go,
I always like spam my Twitter followers and Facebook followers. I'm always like, oh, there's a new video. Oh, in case you haven't seen it, this is a new video.
I only recently got into Twitter. I don't really understand it yet. I was
I
ask
really, I really am enjoying it now that I got quite a few followers.
I was asking people that I know what it's about, and people just say it's like updating your Facebook status a lot.
Yeah, yeah, it is kind of like that. It really is. It's also about networking with other different people. It's really easy to, make. If you've got a lot of friends that also make YouTube videos, it's easy to keep in contact with them and keep them updated on, what's going on and stuff.
Yeah, people were saying that Twitter would help with YouTube, but
It really does.
yeah, I definitely need to put more effort into it. I don't really pay much attention to it yet, but I imagine I'll get into it over time.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, the hot topic at the moment in terms of the Minecraft community is the 1.8/1.9 update. Now, you were saying earlier that you haven't actually played 1.9, which I haven't either, but what do you think about what you've seen about it?
I heard that they're going to take away the Enderman's ability to move around blocks. Is that correct?
I, I'm poorly informed on this sort of thing.
Because that's what I heard, and I thought that sucks because I thought it was so funny. They were the ultimate troll, just moving everyone's blocks around. I thought it was hilarious. Of course, it was all right because my area was so lit up that they never moved any of my stuff, but other people would complain about it in the multiplayer chat all the time, and it was so funny.
Well, I only had a small amount of experience with the Enderman because, admittedly, I've only played about half an hour of 1.8. I haven't even tried 1.9 yet. Um, and I tell you what, they're very freaky, but I don't know if I'm understanding, but I swear they make the same noises that zombies make,
Yeah, I think they do actually.
which I just found really confusing because I was looking at it and I could hear zombie noises, and I'm looking around for a zombie that's not there.
They should be silent or something because they can teleport. They should be
Yeah,
sneaky,
the
but they're a bit glitchy at the moment. So you have to look at them. But you're supposed to be able to look at them, then they'll teleport and attack you. But I looked at one the other day and it just didn't seem bothered. So
yeah, they do seem to sort of have like moods.
yeah,
Sometimes you look at it and it goes all crazy at you, and sometimes it just kind of like, meh, I can't be bothered.
yeah. I'm just gonna walk over here now and move this block around.
I'm not really sure what I make of 1.8 and some of the bigger changes. I mean, I really like creative mode. I think that's a really good
Yeah,
idea.
I really like that. I'm not a fan of the food thing though.
No,
I really don't like that.
I think that's trying to make it too realistic. And as much as yeah,
Mm,
that's great in some games, Minecraft isn't about realism as such. I mean,
yeah,
it's survival, but it's kind of the charm of it is the fact that it's not real to life.
yeah.
Because I
Like
mean, yeah, go
it's
on.
it's quite easy to like kill the monsters and stuff, but I don't know, like the food thing, and it takes away your health and it just makes it more challenging. I don't think it really needs to be more challenging, but I guess they're just trying to make it more interesting as they update it, but I don't think it needs that.
I think it would be nice of Notch to make it so that you have the option to go back to classic Minecraft.
Yeah.
So you have the option to play the survival mode, the hardcore food and everything. And I
Mhm.
mean, I heard that they were thinking about introducing breathing.
What?
I don't know if it was them, it was people trolling, but the Yogscast were mentioning in their video that they're thinking about introducing a where you have to press buttons to breathe, and you'll get a breath bar like you do when you're underwater.
Oh, that's ridiculous. I really
Which,
hope they don't do
if they
that.
put that in as an update, I wouldn't update it, frankly, because
Yeah.
that's taking the mark. Because they say, oh, that's more realism, but when I'm living my day-to-day life, I don't have to think about breathing.
Yes, something that you automatically do.
You'd hope that your character would have at least the smarts to breathe for himself. I mean, if you're going to do that, you might as well just put in buttons to pump blood around your body and stuff. Just take it to new levels of ridiculousness, if that's a word.
Yes, I think it probably should be if it's not.
Um, what about these new? Have you seen the mushroom biome?
I've seen mushrooms, but I haven't seen the mushroom biome yet.
It looks really odd, like
Does it?
as if they kind of ran out of ideas for biomes. Because do you
I'll
know what
Google it.
it looks like? It's really odd. It's like giant mushrooms everywhere, and then the cows are called. I should get this right, otherwise I'll get in trouble. But it's like mushrooms.
Oh, that's cute. Oh,
I'll probably have to put a picture up of a mushroom now, but
oh, that's so cute. Oh,
I don't understand it. It's cute and
it's a bit
everything,
bizarre.
but I just think it's the problem is where Minecraft's getting so big. I think there's so much input going in and so much pressure for updates that
Mhm.
it's kind of taking away from the sort of indie background that it came from. That
Yeah,
meant that it had just Notch's input and Notch's ideas. Because you know, having played Minecraft since alpha stages, I've always found that the charm of Minecraft is that it's Minecraft and not other games.
yeah,
By trying to make it like other games, you're kind of taking away from the whole point of what it is.
yeah. Next thing you know, they'll be adding like a range of weapons, and you can have attachments on your weapons and stuff like that. And they'll be like, "Oh, you want to shoot this creeper? Well, why don't you use this gun or this gun?
Yeah, just
Do you want a
RPG
silencer
it.
on it?
Yeah.
Do you want a red dot sight on it?"
They are seriously at risk of pushing away some of their hardcore fans, I think.
hmm I think as long as you keep the jar files from the original, because I still have my 1.7 jar file saved, and I'm gonna keep the 1.8 saved. So as long as you keep those, I mean, you can always revert back and play single player on one of those.
Yeah, I still have 1.7. I think that's 1.7. It's just called Minecraft jar, but it's I've got like a folder for backups.
Yeah, I wish I'd saved some of the jars from earlier on. That would have been quite handy.
Yeah, because I mean, I certainly had some great times in early Minecraft. Um,
Yeah.
I haven't been playing as much lately, just on time constraint. But I don't know. I just think that the whole definitely the eating thing. The eating thing just kind of gets on my nerves because I was playing on a
Yeah.
friend's server, and you know you go out for a walk or something and you get blown up by a creeper,
Mhm.
and you think, okay, that's fine. I've got health regen, and then you look at your health and your food bar is like one off of full, and
Yeah.
you're thinking, this is ridiculous. I now have to go find some food just to recover
Mhm.
health, and it won't even recover health by eating.
And it's not that easy to find food, like because now you have to eat, the cooked food rather than the raw food, and then even like mushroom stew, you'd think that'd be easy, but you have to have a workbench to combine all the
Mm.
materials together to actually make it.
Yeah, I think that as a feature, it's not something that I personally would want in it. I think keep it simple and let just people add their own mods to their version of
Yeah,
Minecraft.
I
Because
do enjoy a good mod.
I'd love to enjoy a good mod, I just never get them to work.
Oh, some of them are quite complicated, but I spent about 2 or 3 hours trying to get the Mo Creatures mod to work, and I
Mm.
was like battling with it for so long. And then I realized that the problem that I was having was that when it was like when I opened up the game, it would go black screen, and I thought, oh, that means it's broken, so I'd close it down. But what I realized was if I waited 5 seconds, then it would go from black screen and it would actually start up properly, and it had actually been working the entire time, but it took me 3 hours to notice.
Oh god. With Mo Creatures, I I installed it about 4 or 5 times, and on the final attempt, I got a single rabbit to spawn, and then I put it on my head, and the game crashed.
Oh yeah.
And
Well,
so,
it's a good mod. You should really look into trying to get it to work. It's really fun.
yeah, I think the reason I'm not bothering with any mods at the moment is where so many updates are coming out all at
Yeah.
once. I think that if I install something, the next time I upload Minecraft, open up Minecraft, it's going to just update it and erase everything I've got.
I always, when it asks me if I want to update, automatically press not now, and then I check, what's on the update, and like, do I really want to update this? I'm not sure.
Is the update really glitchy?
Yeah, I found that 1.8 was so glitchy when it first came out, especially on multiplayer.
Yeah, it had a lot of problems. Though I must say, I do love the new lighting. I think the new lighting is a really nice touch.
Have you been down to Bedrock though?
I
Do you
haven't.
build at Bedrock? No, I guess not. Because I know a lot of people that have built like secret layers underground, and when you go down there, it's all foggy down like underground. I don't know how, but
Seriously?
yeah. Apparently, for some reason, the light behaves differently the further down you are, and it's dark. You can just see fog. It's really quite disappointing.
That sounds really odd.
Yeah, it is quite
A
odd.
glitch I found, and I don't know if it's a glitch or if it's just something that I didn't realize is now a feature, is have you had glowing obsidian?
I have not, but I heard that if you place like light and then get rid of it, sometimes the blocks retain the light.
Well, with me, it's that anytime I find any obsidian, it's automatically glowing. So I can now explore caves without torches.
Oh, well, that's pretty cool then.
It's useful, but the problem is the lighting where it's
Strange.
glitching. I think it doesn't stop stuff from spawning.
Oh, yeah, that makes sense.
So I'll be standing in a room, just kind of admiring the fact that for some reason, even though I've got rid of all the lava, there's still light everywhere. And then like a creeper will just spawn next to me, or I was in one cave that I'd found. I can't remember if I was recording at the time, but I had a succession of 5 creepers just fall from the room above me. And it's just one of those things where after the 5th one, I just sort of saved the game and closed it down and
Rage quit.
went for a drink and just calmed myself down.
Is there a such thing as a creeper spawner?
I've never found one.
No, I didn't think there was because I found skeleton and zombie spawners and spider spawners, but never found a creeper spawner.
I like the look of the new Nether, though. I think the Nether definitely needed a lot of work, and it seems to have
Yeah.
received that this time.
Yeah, I thought the Nether was a bit. I don't know. It was a bit bland before.
Yeah, it
but
was scary the first time you went, and then once you learnt that if you just built a wall, everything would be okay,
Yeah,
it was just kind of meh. I don't see why I'm going to go to the Nether.
I think it'd be cool if like you could if people build houses in the Nether and they kind of like have it as their alternative home. Because there are some times when you just want to go and gather glowstone, and then sometimes you just want to take a break. So
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I like the idea of the Nether. I think, but the idea behind it is excellent, and I think
yeah.
that like the Ether mod, I thought that was really cool, having an alternative to that as well. The idea of being able to get away from just the standard Minecraft world really appeals to me. But
I don't know what the ether mod is. What is it?
it's like a sky dimension.
Oh, I was just about to suggest that it'd be cool if there were like other worlds that you could go to, but apparently the ether mod is just that.
Yeah, it's where you make a portal the same as the obsidian one for the Nether, but it's out. You make it out of glowstone, and then you put like right-click a bucket of water in it, and it creates a portal to the ether.
I'm gonna try that out.
It's a really nice mod. It's got a lot of detail, and it's like there are ranked dungeons, like there are bronze dungeons, silver dungeons, and gold dungeons, with like increasing difficulty, and there's loads of new items and stuff like that. Like the Hammer of Notch was my favourite. Anyway, sorry about that. Some slight technical difficulties there. But yeah, the Ether mod. The Yogscast. Do you follow the Yogscast?
I've seen a few of their videos. I'm not a big follower though.
Well, they did some videos on the Ether mod, and it's just a huge expansion on Minecraft. It's less of a mod, more like an add-on pack, which is something I really like about it.
Yeah.
Now, obviously, you play other games. On your channel, one which I particularly liked was something like Attack of the Robot Unicorn or something.
Oh yeah, Robot Unicorn Attack.
Ah, that was brilliant. I love the look of that
Yeah.
game.
Have you ever played it?
I haven't. Is it a Flash game?
Yeah, it's on Facebook. It's a Facebook game, so you can like compete with your friends and be like, "Oh, look, I'm beating you now." That's the main reason I play it, just to beat my one friend that is amazing at it.
Have you managed it yet?
Nope.
But yeah, I thought that was an excellent game. So, but what other games do you like to play? Obviously, Amnesia.
Yeah, I love to play like horror games and scary games, but only with Maddie because Maddie is terrified of horror games, and it's so funny to just troll her and do everything that's possible to make it as scary as it can be for her, and it's just so funny to watch her reactions.
Yeah, because I tried playing Amnesia, and I love horror games, but I'm not very good at them because
Mm.
I tend to panic and
Yeah,
die a lot.
yeah,
I mean, it's barely even a horror game. But the first time I played Bioshock, there was a level which I probably spent about half an hour on because the character you had to attack terrified me. It would just be I see it and press every button on the controller, probably fling it across the room a
freak
couple of
out a
times.
bit.
But yeah, Amnesia is one of those games where it's so atmospheric,
Yeah,
and I really get into games like that.
yeah. So
So
does my sister.
the spooks of it really do get to me.
The music as well. The soundtrack is really helps to add to the suspense.
Oh, it's brilliant. I've tried getting other people that I know, like my sister and my friend, to play it, and they just don't find it scary, and I can't
Really.
understand it. But then again, my sister doesn't take games seriously. She was singing like songs while she was playing it, and I was just like, this
Oh.
is not the atmosphere that you want for this game.
Yeah, you have to be lights off, in the dark with your headset on, volume on high.
Mm. So, what would you say was the first point when you realised that this YouTube thing had gotten quite big?
I don't really know actually, because well, I started off like 300 subscribers, and I was stuck at about 300 for a while, and then the whole thing with Zach Scott and the whole Minecraft thing came along, and it really went up, and within like a few weeks, it really shot up to like 5,000 or something.
Wow. Yeah, because I did notice that your channel just sort of jumped quite quickly in terms of size all of a sudden. So, would you say that the subscriber count boost was because of your appearances with people like Zach Scott?
Yeah, definitely, 100%. It helps to network a lot in the YouTube community. You've really got to, make some friends in high up places, and it helps. I don't know. I'm not saying just like be friends with them just to use them, but I play games with them, and I do enjoy talking to them and stuff as well. And it's, I mean, I don't particularly want to use them for like networking purposes, but I
Mm.
am big fans of like Zach and all the people that play COD, that I'm friends with as well. So I'm big fans of them as well, and the fact that if they help me out at all, that is just amazing as well.
Yeah, I think the way that people don't seem to understand with networking. I mean, pretty much any of my success on YouTube comes from networking. I mean,
Mhm.
my biggest video became my biggest video because Minecraft.net uploaded it, and
Yeah.
then the next two highest are the episodes of the Landing Pod, which come from the fact that, you see people like posting their channels on other people's videos and stuff like that, and then what they're not understanding is that
Yeah.
the best way to get help. I mean, a great example is the fact that you've come on my show.
Mhm.
Is that it's just a case of asking and knowing that you can't just go to someone, give me your subscribers,
Yeah.
but you can
Because
go to
it's just not going to work.
no.
Even if like one of the big YouTubers said to all their subscribers, go subscribe to this person. I mean, some people might subscribe, but they're not going to enjoy the content if it's not something they already enjoy. So it's best to get your content out there and get it seen and see if people like it, and then if they like it, then they should subscribe.
Exactly. I mean, I did actually. My last video was a birthday present to my friend who, I mean, he's been making videos for about 4 or 5 years now, and never really managed to get anywhere with them.
Mhm.
But he'd been sitting just under 500 subs for a while, and so I basically, for his birthday, made a video asking for anyone on my channel who liked his stuff to go and subscribe, and I've got him over the 500 mark, which was really good.
Yeah, that's really nice of you.
But it's just a case of, I mean, with people have asked me how I get people. I mean, I got Dads Are Funny, who, again, especially at the time, they were a much bigger channel than mine, to come on my show, and the girls from Two Girls on Minecraft, and now you. And people ask me how I manage it, and it's not a case of me bribing people or, like just sitting there, like being a kiss ass or anything. It's just a case of if you're. What people seem to forget is that these YouTubers, they're people. You know,
Yeah.
they're regular people, and if you just be nice to them, and if you just, be a decent person back, then most of them are very nice people.
Yeah.
I've had a great collection of experiences with meeting people through YouTube that just are very nice people.
Yeah, same actually. And I find that, as you were saying, like if you just ask, it will often get you places. The reason why I got onto Zach's server was because I just asked and I was really polite about it, and that's really important. And another thing is, people ask me if I can do a dual com like with them, and I'll say like yeah, but if they upload it to their own channel, because I know if they want me to upload it to my channel, the only reason they want me to do the dual com is for their own publicity. But I don't really think. I think it's all about fun, really. You're supposed to do videos for fun, like that should be the main thing about it, and that's why I do them. And when I stop finding them as fun, I don't make them. Like I don't make one just because I feel I have to. I only do it
Absolutely.
when I'm in the mood for making a video. So.
It's another thing that people sometimes forget. Like, people were saying, "Oh, upload this," but the
Mhm.
reason that anyone makes videos on YouTube, other than the people that have made it into sort of a career, is they
Mhm.
upload stuff because that's something they've enjoyed doing.
Yeah.
It's not a case of them going, "Oh, okay, I'll upload this, and even if I don't enjoy it, just for the
Yeah.
sake of it." It's
I'm pretty sure that if somebody uploaded something that they weren't enjoying, you'd be able to tell in the video, and the video just wouldn't be as good because they wouldn't be enjoying it.
oh, absolutely. I mean, Kurt J Mac was saying it in his last video of oh, what's he? Yeah, Far Lands or Bust. Do you know of the series?
No, I don't.
Kurt J Mac is basically he plays Minecraft,
Mhm.
but his videos work on a charity basis.
Oh yeah.
He's trying to raise money for, I think it's Child's Play, the charity.
Oh,
Um,
that's quite a nice idea, actually.
and basically, he just uploads a Minecraft video. I think it's pretty much every day where he's looking. Do you know the Far Lands?
No.
Basically, the Far Lands in Minecraft are. There's a point where it's a randomly generated world. There is a point where if you go that far,
Oh yeah.
it goes really weird.
Yeah, I've reached that point a few times.
Have you?
Yeah.
Because it's supposedly impossible to do without using mods and stuff.
Oh no, the world is so randomly generated. There's just like floating bits, and then like really weird half mountains and half cliffs and stuff. It's
Mm.
really strange.
And then there's like chasms and rivers and stuff that just
Yeah.
generate themselves. And he's basically just walking all the way there and all the while trying to raise money for charity, which
Mhm.
is one of those things where is playing games for a good cause. And he said that if like he's got other videos that he uploads, but people, if he doesn't enjoy making them, he's not going to upload them because the commentary wouldn't be enjoyable.
Yeah.
So what would you have planned in terms of the future of your channel, in terms of stuff that you want to do from here on?
I don't know really. I mean, I want to carry on playing Minecraft, but I've just finished Amnesia. I was thinking of doing some more Call of Duty live commentaries. Probably, I think people prefer live commentaries to post commentaries, and I don't really know that. I can't really think of any games that are entertaining for me to commentate over because Minecraft is just so perfect for it.
Definitely.
It's just so like open, and no video is the same. Even if you try and recreate a video, it would never happen the same way ever again, because often like a creeper will run in and blow me up, and that adds to it because it's also quite funny. And just me derping about for an entire video, I think people enjoy it.
Well, they certainly seem to, based on the fact that they subscribe.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, I try to find games that I can do other than Minecraft, because as much as obviously I adore Minecraft, it's brilliant.
Mhm.
There are times when you kind of think, well, what would people think if I played this, or
Yeah.
if I tried something else? Because I mean, I tried playing Portal, the first Portal game,
Yeah.
and as much as I enjoy it as a game, I realise that in terms of people watching it, it's not that enjoyable.
Mm.
And
I
so
think a lot of big YouTubers did Portal playthroughs, and you can follow that if you really are a big fan of that player. But I don't know. It's just like a whole playthrough would be really difficult for me to. I think people would often get bored if I did that. So I
reason I
think
think
that
people would
kind of game
definitely
would be
get bored if I
difficult.
did a whole playthrough would be because I'd get stuck on one on one
Yeah,
level
same.
and then spend half an hour trying to play it.
Have you played Portal 2 yet?
Yeah, I've completed it.
Oh, because I don't think I've actually completed it yet, but I'm so close to the end, and on some of the levels, it literally took me an hour or two that I was stuck in like the same place,
Oh,
and I didn't want to cheat, but I just couldn't figure it out, and it was like the big areas that I got stuck in.
I can definitely relate to that. Have you tried the co-op campaign?
Yeah, I've played through that with a friend, but he was really good at it, so he was just basically telling me what to do.
Me and my friend were terrible at it, and there was a level where the actual way you had to do it in the end was you had to both drop through portals at the same time and hit in the middle through momentum and like
Oh,
drop down on the platform. Do you remember the level?
I think it sounds familiar. Yeah.
But we just couldn't figure this out. We were trying every trick and technique to try and get to this
Mm.
spot, and after about 2.5 hours, no joke, of trying to get this level, we went, "Sorry, we're going. I'm going to sleep for now." And then I woke up in the middle of the night that night and went, "Ah, eureka!
I've got the answer.
I know how to do that level on Portal." And then I realized it's the middle of the night and I'm in bed. This is useless information to me right now. But it is one of those things where I was determined not to cheat.
Yeah. Because it's one of those games that what is the point in it if you are cheating? There is no point.
Yeah, puzzle games in particular, if you're going to just look up the answers, you might as well just not play a puzzle game
Yeah.
because that's the whole point of it. It's meant to confuse you. It's meant to make you not know what's going on.
Use your brain.
Okay then. Well, I think I've got enough to work with. Hopefully, minusing the technical
Yeah.
problems. But thank you very much for coming on the show and for being a fantastic guest.
No problemo.
And hopefully everything goes great for your channel in the future, and you enjoy making the videos, and your subscribers continue enjoying the content, which I can't see them not doing.
Thanks. I hope the same for your channel. And when this is uploaded and everything, give me the link and I'll tweet it out and stuff and try and get some of my subscribers to watch it because I think they'll enjoy this.
I hope so. That's the whole point of this show, is to get people to see everyone else and see the great YouTubers that are out there
Mm.
and experience them, and hopefully, I know obviously I don't get a huge following, but if a couple more come over to your channel, then all the better.
Yay!
Anyway, thank you very much, and to all of you listening, hopefully you've enjoyed this episode of the Lanny Pod. Episode 4 will be coming out when I can find any time in my schedule to organise a guest and recording, but hopefully this will keep you entertained for a good while. I know that the last 2 episodes have been continued being watched long after they've been uploaded, so that's always a good sign. But be sure to subscribe to both my channel and ldShadowlady's channel if you haven't already. And until next time, guys, keep on digging. It's such a lame way to finish videos. It's such an
Keep on
anticlimax.
digging.
I've like introduced it in like some of my early Let's Plays, and then I haven't been able to let go of it because people
Keep
liked
on
it.
digging. That's classic. That's better than Zach's or starting thing. What's up, my babies? Or even his ending things. Give me a thumbs up for a 1 up. I don't even know why he says that, but anyway.